Here's the passage with corrected punctuation. Wyatt had passed away. Just received a call from WWE Hall of Famer Mike Rotunda, who informed us of the tragic news that our WWE family member for life, Wyndham Rotunda, also known as Bray Wyatt, unexpectedly passed away earlier today, stated Levesque. Wyndham Rotunda was a lifelong member of the WWE family. At this time, we ask that everyone respect his family's request for privacy and know that our thoughts are with them. Under the ring moniker Husky Harris, Wyatt debuted with WWE's developmental brand NXT in the year 2010. Despite being the third generation of his family to compete in professional wrestling. After that, he became a member of the Nexus faction, which engaged in a fight with John Cena. But Wyatt rose to fame as the leader of the Wyatt family, a cult-like group with ominous ideas that also featured the late Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. Wyatt rose to prominence as the head of the Wyatt family. Fans quickly took a liking to the faction, and their entrance, which consisted of turning out the lights in the arena and having the audience shine flashlights in front of them to create a rustic atmosphere, was considered to be one of the greatest in WWE at the time. Years later, Braun Strowman became a member of the gang. After the Wyatt family disbanded, Wyatt launched the Firefly Funhouse, which was a series of films presented in the form of a children's program. In the clips, Wyatt portrayed a jovial and enjoyable figure, but there were also some sinister moments interspersed throughout the show. Wyatt's transformation into the Fiend, in which he wears a mask resembling the demon and has crimson eyes, took place in the ring not long after the beginning of Wyatt's descent into evil. Both the character and the Firefly Funhouse were acclaimed for their cinematography and their ability to depict a persona similar to that of a movie. This was especially noteworthy when considering that WWE went through a period of no fan shows while the COVID-19 outbreak got underway. During this time, he was also working with Alexa Bliss as a tag team. Wyatt would become the Universal Champion at the SummerSlam event in 2020, making him the last person to have held the championship before Roman Reigns, who is the current champion. After being absent for some time after WrestleMania 37, clues were made that Wyatt was going to make a comeback in 2022 through brief messages that were aired during WWE programming. This was done in anticipation of Wyatt's return in October of that year. At the conclusion of the Extreme Rules event, Wyatt made his roaring return to WWE. This time around, he introduced a brand new identity that was still sinister by making reference to Uncle Howdy, and he went on to engage in a fight with Ilja Knight at the Royal Rumble. The pitch black match would see Wyatt emerge victorious. After that match, Wyatt would no longer participate in live events as he was forced to cope with a rumored injury, which forced him to leave the ring. He spent more than 10 years working for WWE, during which time he won the WWE Championship, the WWE Universal Championship twice, and the Raw Tag Team Championship alongside Matt Hardy. Wyatt is survived by his wife Jo, who used to work in the ring as an announcer, as well as their 2 daughters and 2 sons. Those in the wrestling business pay tribute to Bray Wyatt on social media. A number of current and former wrestling professionals expressed their disbelief at the news and lauded Bray Wyatt for the achievements he's achieved in his career, as well as the fact that he was a joy to work with. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson expressed his condolences over the loss of Terry Funk while also stating that he has always had love and respect for Wyatt and his family. At the 32nd annual WrestleMania event, both Johnson and Wyatt appeared in a segment alongside John Cena, a very one-of-a-kind, cool, and unusual character, the likes of which are difficult to conjure up in our wild world of professional wrestling. Still working through the emotional fallout of losing the GOAT Terry Funk and now Bray today during this challenging and terrible time. I want to send all of my love, light, strength, and mana to the Rotunda family and the Funk family, said Johnson. Bliss, who was with Wyatt during his time as The Fiend and during his match at WrestleMania 37, expressed that she was extremely heartbroken to find out of his passing. What I can say is that Wyndham is an incredible example of a human being, she spoke. I killed him as an amazing friend and one of the most creative minds to ever walk this earth.